You're live on the Hill this Sunday morning on Fox 5. It is 8:52. We're continuing to bring you the latest information on our area in dealing with the coronavirus. This morning, we're going to head on up to Howard County to talk to the county executive. Calvin Ball is joining us live from Ellicott City this morning. County executive, good to see you again. I was with you this week, and you took very quick action in your county by signing that state of emergency some 6 days ago. What did you see as far as closing down public areas that was such a priority in your view?
Well, good morning, and thank you so much for the opportunity. Yes, within hours of learning of our first confirmed case, I signed a declaration declaring Howard County in a state of emergency, and that included things like closing down our malls and our theaters, because I know that while that was the first confirmed case, there are many other cases, and we needed to take quick and decisive action.
You know, when I was with you the other day, one of the things you mentioned was that, you know, you wanted to get ahead of this, and especially, you know, the Mall of Columbia was one area that you had asked to close down. They did do that. Talk to some of these business owners, though, the reason why we need to do this. Certainly the economic impact is going to be painful, but you're really looking at preventing people from going out of their houses right now, even though there's really been no official stay-at-home order?
Well, we want to make sure that we slow the spread. In Maryland, we've seen about 190 cases, but 10% of them are in Howard County. And as we look at other places around the world, we see the trajectory. And so it's important that we save lives to the extent possible. And it is very difficult for our businesses. And, you know, we're pleased and appreciative of Congress and the president working at the federal level, the governor at the state level. And here in Howard County, we have our Economic Development Authority, our Chamber of Commerce, our tourism, and many others working to see how we can make sure that we have the resources for businesses and workers.
You know, when we talked the other day, County Executive, one of the fallouts from one of your early cases, a woman who was in a nursing home in Howard County who tested positive, was that there were 6 firefighters, first responders, who then had to go into self-quarantine because they were not immediately aware that they were responding to somebody who was a possible coronavirus case. That's concerning in of itself because we're sidelining some first responders. What changes have you ordered to make sure that that situation does not happen again?
So I'm in constant contact with our fire department and many of our other departments, and we are working to expand the use of personal protective equipment and making sure we also educate the public as they see our first responders coming up what to expect. I've reached out to those who were impacted, and many of them are resting comfortably, but there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of anxiety, and the more that we can make sure that we keep everybody as safe as possible, encourage people to stay home, the more we can slow the spread.
So take us behind the scenes of the government workings of this right now. We've obviously been all glued to, you know, Governor Hogan's briefings in Maryland. What's the working relationship been between the state of Maryland and the counties as well? Have you been in close contact with each other?
Yes, I've been in close contact with the governor, the lieutenant governor, and many at the state level. I have a daily call with many other county executives and the mayor. We're trying to make sure that we continue to coordinate and collaborate because we see, as we're looking at places like New Jersey and Illinois, the more that we can work together, the more that we can have a greater impact.
County Executive, in the final few minutes we have together, I want you to be able to kind of talk to your own folks here for a minute. What is the main point you want to get across to them right now and as we move forward into deeper waters on this?
This is a very important moment. We have an opportunity at this crossroads to make a decision. Are we going to, in the fullness of time, be able to look back at this moment and say that we stood together and that we saved lives, or that we acted too slowly?
Right.
And I think it could be the former.
Calvin Ball is the county executive in Howard County, and we appreciate you taking some time to join us on the Hill this morning.
Thank you.